This is how a $25 million CEO gets high quality, ready to buy leads on autopilot using his self sustaining funnel. So, my name is Max, and I spent the last 3 days going over his whole sales funnel, and I want to show you exactly what I found. So, first, we're going to go over his marketing system and why it's kind of unique, how he nurtures those leads, and how he builds trust and authority in his content. And then, number three, how he converts those leads into high qualified sales calls. So, jumping straight in, we have the foundational copy. Now, this is the one thing that he really spent a lot of time into. And it's essentially going over who his avatar is, what their goals are, what their primary obstacle is, and then his campaign argument, which is how he's going to market to them and how he's going to get their attention, right? So you can see here his avatar is coaches, consultants, agency owners, and online service providers with a price point of $2,500 or more, currently generating at least $5,000 a month and want to scale using paid advertising and marketing systems, right? Now, you can see it's very dialed in, right? Like it's people with a price point of 2,500 or more, currently generating at least 5,000 a month. A lot of people, what they do is they just go, I want to do real estate investors, right? My avatar is real estate investors. My avatar is fitness professionals. My avatar is doctors, nurses, something like that. But really getting in tune with who they are, what they want, what their pains are, what their obstacles are, and what their goals are, so that you can kind of bridge that gap is what really sets the foundation for the whole business, right? So what this foundational copy does, it serves as the foundation of his whole business, and it unlocks and creates systemization and consistency throughout all of the marketing campaign. So who he helps, what their goals are, their biggest obstacle, and then also how to position the offer, right? So there's two main benefits to this, and number one is very strategic content. So by understanding the avatar, their goals, and their obstacles are the foundation of any business, you can then create strategic content that attracts only that avatar. So just from the goals, obstacles, and his campaign argument, he can create tens, if not hundreds, of pieces of content, which are all disguised as mini video sales letters, selling people on your product or uh, service. Number two is the positioning. So, by understanding a specific type of person, their pain points, their goals, and their biggest obstacles to a T, your content will inherently be more valuable, right? Because you'll go over the nuances and the little things that people don't pick up when they're going in sort of like a more broad niche, right? So, resulting in more trust and authority built, leading to higher conversions for your product and services. So a whole overview of his marketing system are the way he gets leads are meta ads, YouTube organic, and then also Instagram organic. Um, the one thing that really sets him apart is that he uses paid plus organic YouTube, right? This strategy of running YouTube ads disguised as mini VSLs to educate and also sell people on his product or services is really what his self-sustaining funnel is all about. So blending that paid plus organic to really magnify and elevate your marketing. So it's much easier to get someone to consume a quote educational YouTube video as opposed to running ads to a random landing page with a video sales letter on it, right? Again, YouTube is a much more trusted platform, and prospects can also take a look at your other content as well. So they could click into your YouTube profile, go to your page, look at all of the other content on there. So you can see here, this is kind of his YouTube strategy, and this is really quote his secret sauce for his self-sustaining funnel. The second thing is how he nurtures his leads. So YouTube organic and email, and the YouTube organic is really the core component of his business, and it's the main way that he builds trust and authority with his avatar. And what he really believes in is the 90% marketing, 10% selling rule, right? So he believes that 90% of the actual selling of the product or the service should be done in the marketing itself, and the other 10% of the selling is done on the sales call, simply just helping people make a decision on whether they're going to move forward or not. And by focusing on the marketing, you allow for higher show rates, higher close rates, and overall more trust within the business. And you can kind of see here, he talked about this as well in his video sales letter. So for every client, he at the bottom right here, he says, for every client we've had with a lifetime value of $30,000 plus, their journey started. Oh my god, their journey started on YouTube, where they opt into a lead magnet, then read 3 to 4 emails, watch another YouTube video, check out our Trustpilot page, clicked on a retargeting ad, watched our video sales letter, booked a call, spoke with the salesperson, and paid in full, right? So he really leverages the 7-11 rule, 7-11-4 rule from Google, which essentially says that on average, people need 11 touch points, on average 7 pieces of content across 11 touch points in 4 different locations to turn a prospect into a buyer. And then the last thing that he does is how he converts those engaged leads that trust him and know him as an authority in the space into sales calls. And he does that through video sales letters, right? In this video sales letter, he essentially sells people on the unique mechanism. So at this point, the leads already trust him. They know how much he knows about running online service businesses, and they already want to work with him. So in this step, he takes the extra step to sell them on his self-sustaining funnel or his unique mechanism, going through the case studies, testimonials, the problems of the prospect, the goals of the prospect, and how his unique mechanism will be the only solution that will help them achieve those goals. And then there's kind of like a picture of his video sales letter. So next is how he kind of nurtures his leads. So how he really builds trust and authority in his content. And I really want to emphasize his YouTube, right? This is really the core component of his business. And without his YouTube, I think a lot of his marketing will kind of just crumble down. So going back to his avatar and his problems, so that foundational copy, he really structures all of his content around the problems of the avatar, right? So they're probably going to have trouble understanding how to create email campaigns. So he goes over the only email campaign you need to get to 100K a month. They'll probably have trouble with fulfillment. So he goes over how to serve twice the clients with half the work, and then how to set up landing pages as well. So he goes over 13 landing page tricks to get more leads instantly. And what this does is, number one, it eliminates unqualified leads and attracts buyers. So when your content is too broad, you attract people who won't necessarily buy from you. And when you create content for specifically your avatar, only the right people engage, leading to higher quality prospects showing up on your calendar. Number two, this allows you to build authority and trust faster. So the faster you can build authority and trust with your audience, the faster you'll have higher show-up rates, higher close rates, higher pay in fulls, etc. So as the market becomes more sophisticated, there's an even greater need to build authority and trust, which is where YouTube shines out of all the content platforms. And Ravi really stresses this point that we're in a, quote, trust recession. So these are just two graphs that kind of show that this number one here is from the US General Social Survey. In 2022, they found that interpersonal trust in the United States is at its lowest point in the last 50 years. And then also, specifically for us online entrepreneurs, America's most and least trusted professions, we're really all the way down here with the telemarketers. Sorry, let me change the color. All the way down here at probably one of the least trusted professions, right? So really have to build on that trust and authority, especially if you want to charge high prices for your products and services. So Yeah, so this is really the key content platform for his business. It's where he builds a majority of his trust and authority. That way he could sell people on his product or service. And then I also wanted to kind of hit on his Instagram as well, and just some sort of like tips and tricks that you guys can use if you run a Instagram business or a business off Instagram. Here's some tricks and that you could use to convert more of your followers into paying clients, right? So we're gonna go over keyword reels, setters, and then also call to action stories, right? So the first one is keyword reels, and this allows Ravi to have a steady stream of prospects that have opted into his marketing, right? He also uses chatbots below, like ManyChat, to automate this process, and it's essentially getting people into the position of starting a conversation with them, right? So in each of his reels, he has a specific keyword, so scale right there. And if you comment scale on the reel, he'll reach out in the DM. So he'll go out DM you, which is all automated through ManyChat, a chatbot like ManyChat. And what they'll do is they'll either give you a lead magnet or they'll start a conversation with you, which we'll kind of get into later. The second thing is call to action stories. So you can see here, he uses Instagram's platform specific features to showcase client success stories with a call to action to DM him to learn more. It's a very easy and effective way to generate more leads, just like the keyword reels. And this also builds trust and authority with your audience. So you can see here, just sold through YouTube for 8.615 million. And then that's want to learn how to use YouTube to generate high clients, message me YLM, which is YouTube lead machine, and I'll show you how. And then he also showcases case studies from his clients, just success stories. And again, another call to action to DM me a skill to work one-on-one. And then the last thing is setting. So from here, from the keyword reels, from the call to action stories, there's a lot of people opting in, a lot of people messaging him, a lot of people DMing him. And what these setters do is they essentially set people on the calendar, right? So utilizing Instagram's DM feature, starting conversations with prospects, asking questions, qualifying them, and seeing if they would be a good fit for your products or services. And from there, you set them on your calendar by scheduling a call with them. So you can kind of see here, the setters come in, they be like, hey, what are your goals? What are your pain points? What do you need? And essentially qualify the prospect. And if they would be a good fit, given what they say, they would book a time or have them book a time on the calendar. Very simple, very easy to follow. And yeah. And then the last thing that we're going to go over is how he turns his high quality trust into actual booked calls, right? So first we'll go over the VSL to book a call, which is what he previously used, and then his self-liquidating offer, which is what he currently uses. So the VSL to book a call, it's simply just a video selling people on the unique mechanism, which is the self-sustaining funnel, and how this product or service or this unique mechanism will get them to their goals and will alleviate their pain points. So this is how it ultimately works. The video presentations aim to educate, build trust, and persuade leads to take action. And the video sales letter does all the heavy lifting before the sales call, using emotion and logic to position the offer as the only solution that can solve the prospect's problem. So instead of having hour-long sales calls where you're just trying to explain your service, this video right here, this video sales letter, just essentially sells them on the idea. And then from there, they go to an application form. After the prospects watch the VSL, they're redirected to a qualification form, which further qualifies the leads, ensuring only serious buyers get on the calls, right? So you can see here, what's your current monthly revenue? What's the main bottleneck for your business? And then some other stuff, right? So once people go through this, they submit the form, it goes to an automatic qualification. So After that, they're either booked a call on the calendar or they're sent to the page above explaining why they don't qualify for the offer. And you can see here, it's unfortunately, it seems you don't qualify to work with us one-on-one. Don't worry, we still have a ton of resources for you. And then, so that's the VSL to book a call. And then for this one, this is the self-liquidating offer, right? So instead of having the prospects book a call on the calendar, what they do is they go in, they have a low ticket product on the front end. So um, I'll kind of dive into that a little bit more. But what that does is it essentially recoups all of their ad costs, all their ad spend, all their marketing spend, so that all of the offers past that. So they have the low ticket offer, and then anything past that, like the high ticket offer, will be pure profit. So low ticket product or service designed to cover the cost of acquiring a customer. And by having a low ticket product in the front of your funnel, you offset the cost of acquiring a customer. It warms up leads for high ticket offers because you gave them the product, and buyers are pre-qualified and trust you. And then number 3, it increases the quality of leads by filtering out those who are just looking for another freebie, right? And then there are numerous upsells right here. So upgrade to the YouTube lead machine plus the lead magnet mastery for another 97. And then a kind of like thing that writes your content for you for another $97, right? So overall, a lot of upsells as well there. Just having a low percentage of people take the upsell will, again, liquidate more of the ad spend and then also give you more money to work with, right? So after prospects buy, they are further nurtured by email plus retargeting sequences that build upon the YouTube lead machine, outlining the next steps needed for them to, one, hit their goals or, to just hit their goals, which is ultimately his high ticket offer, which is his self-sustaining funnel. And by ensuring he is keeping his ad costs paid for through his self-liquidating offer, all of his other offers are pure profit for him and his business, like I mentioned before. And then as a bonus for buying this $17 thing, you also get a personalized YouTube implementation call, which is most likely going to be where they upsell you. So that's kind of like a very surface level look into the self-liquidating offer. And hopefully you guys learned a lot from this, and like and subscribe for more videos to come soon. Peace.